Before I get to ruining this gun, let me tell you a little backstory. So I've been looking for a lever action, preferably 30-30, to carry on my saddle for a little while. The problem was I didn't want to pay very much for it, and it wasn't a top priority. And so I was kind of looking around, looking for, an old Marlin or a Winchester 94, something that was just going to be cheap and, maybe if I had to work on it a little bit, not that big a deal. I am in no way a gunsmith, never claimed to be, don't aspire to be one, nothing like that. And a guy had died, and this was hanging on his wall. And then his wife was getting sick, and before she died, I was able to pick this up just off of a couple pictures that it was sent to me, and the price was right. I thought it was a gun. I knew it was a Winchester 94, which is what I wanted. After looking at the serial number, I thought it was made in the mid 80s with a couple pictures, and I thought this gun was really rough for how old it was, but I figured it was lying around under somebody's seat for a long time or something like that. So I decided to get it, and whenever I got it in my hands, I knew pretty shortly after that this gun wasn't made in the 80s. So the first indicator are these two pins not lined up. So that means that it was pre-1964, and that's kind of what everybody's looking for in these Winchester 94s is pre-1964. The next indicator was on here where it says model. This one says 1894, and so I knew it was pre-1926. And then the last thing is it's marked 30 WCF, and so that's not a big indicator, but it means that it's older. So after doing some more research on the good old interwebs, I figured out that this Winchester 1894 was made in 1910. So this gun is 114 years old. And most people would hang it back up on the wall where I got it from and just look at it. But I am going to do the wrong thing. Not being a gunsmith, I am going to fix this gun up or kind of restore it. It's not really broke or doesn't really need a restoration. I'm just going to fix it up to actually use it. And most people wouldn't use a gun that was made over 100 years ago, but here's to ruining this one and making a whole bunch of keyboard gunsmiths really mad on the internet, because I'm just going to go for it. I'm at a well-established shooting range in a secure location. Nope. But I shot it. Shoots okay. I got it sighted in. That first shot, I'm always a little hesitant because you never know. One, it's over 100 years old. Two, I had taken it apart. But shot fine. Got it sighted in. Now I'm really going to go try it. I've been packing this gun around for a couple weeks, you know, riding around in the truck. I've taken it on a couple coyote stands. Right now I'm running some trail cameras. So it's just kind of like my everyday kind of carry thing. So far, no issues. There's a couple scratches on it already, but that's to be expected. The crazy thing is this gun that I'm still using, still packing on a horse, is older than the Ford production line, and the Wright brothers had just started flying just a few years before that, and that gun made it through World War I, World War II, Vietnam. People were still riding horses when it was made, and I guarantee that old John Browning didn't expect for it to be being used over 100 years later, but it just kind of shows how good his engineering was. So it's pretty interesting how those guns will last that long. And most of you probably think I ruined it, or I ruined the history of it, but you know, 7.5 million of them were made, so it's not like it's anything too special. Thanks for making it to the end of the video. If there's something I should have done different, let me know. If there's something I should do with this gun, let me know. If not, thanks for watching.